It's good to see you again.
I was going to say, I saw you in Hamilton.
How about that? How are you?
I was so excited to talk about with you that Broadway announced that it is hoping to reopen by September.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
What were your thoughts, feelings when you heard that?
Cautious optimism. Really looking forward to, obviously, for the world to come back to the stage. There are thousands of people whose lives depend on being able to walk into that stage door every day. And so it's just another one of the industries that have been hit super hard by this whole pandemic. But I know that folks are raring to go and really, really excited to be able to get back to work.
Well, here's a picture of you in Hamilton. Did you know, because you did In the Heights with Lin-Manuel, you guys became really close. He told you about Hamilton while you were doing In the Heights. Did you know?
During the show.
Oh my gosh.
On the same stage.
Okay. Did you have your crystal ball out? Did you know this would become a cultural phenomenon, shape-shifting enterprise?
Oh God, no, none of us did. None of us knew it was going to be so sought after and excite so many people all at the same time. Become such a cultural touchstone for so many folks. None of us could have.
Exactly. Well, another cultural touchstone for everyone is Sesame Street. Will you please tell me about how that rivals Hamilton for you?
You know, I had the incredible pleasure of being a part of introducing the autistic character Julia to the world. In writing the initial song and working on the rollout for that. And given that, you know, our family, like so many others, has been touched by autism, it was just one of the things I'm most proud of, to be honest with you. It's one of the, even now, it's just sort of, I just kind of shake my head because I know how many lives that character is going to interact with, you know, and that show reaches out to. It's pretty incredible.
I agree. And you've been, you know, candid about your son's autism diagnosis. And, you know, why did you feel that it was important to share his story and connect with others, which it almost answers itself in the question. But thank you for doing this.
Well, of course. You know, I tell this story, you know, when CJ was diagnosed, we were 5 minutes away from starting the first, like, run through off Broadway of In the Heights, the first, you know, rehearsal. And my wife called me up. She was at the doctor's office. They had gotten the diagnosis. She was by herself. I didn't even know what autism was, to be honest with you. And so there was a moment of panic, and there was a lot of moments of uncertainty. And as the years have gone by, and as we all have grown as a family and societally, as we've all come to terms in understanding what having a disability like that presents, what it really means is that, you know, you have to take a second, stop, get inform those around you, your support system around you. And then you have to, you know, circle the wagons around your child. It makes you a better parent. It has made me a better parent to walk in the door and not, you know, flip on SportsCenter, but to actually engage and seek that kind of engagement, knowing that it makes such a difference.
Well, and you are working with the organization Culture City. How did you get involved with that? Well,
the founder is Julian Maha and his lovely wife, Michelle, founded this organization that is geared toward building sensory rooms and creating an environment of acceptance for folks who have sensory needs, some visible and some invisible. You know, according to the last Census Bureau, over almost 57 million people in America are touched with some form of sensory need. And so what Culture City does is that we go into a zoo, a stadium, a park. We build sensory rooms so that when you're out engaging with society and you need a moment to, you know, you need to disconnect for a moment, you can do that. We also go in and we train the staffs of all of these places for free. So when these folks who've learned what it means to, like, be in an environment, see someone who needs some help, and then help them have that experience, but then they go home with that same understanding, that same awareness. It's an incredible organization.
Well, in honor of World Autism Awareness Day, our friends at Clear Channel Outdoor are dedicating a billboard in the heart of Times Square, the home of Broadway, and turning it blue, the color to recognize autism around the world. And in addition to that, we'd like to donate $5,000 to the nonprofit Culture City in support of their initiative on sensory accessibility and inclusivity.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, for
Thanks,
being
Drew.
the face and the voice and really bringing us into what this is. Thank you. And I know you're starring in your 5th season of Bull, which airs Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Central on CBS.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.